Right now, though, it's free from February here. Nadia's taken up the challenge today because we've been doing things like free from gluten and free from excess sugar and all of that. So you've promised a pizza out of a cauliflower.
I have, and I'm going to get stuck right in. Now, I know Dean on Wednesday made a couscous with cauliflower.
He did.
Now, he's a chef. I'm just a mum who cooks, so I'm not going to stand here grating my cauliflower. I've got other things to do. So I'm much cleverer than you, Dean. I'm just going to put that in there like that and blitz it.
Excellent.
And it's done.
Ta-da!
OK, and that's that. So
that
let me
was
put
easy.
that out the way. There you go. Men and women, huh?
Absolutely.
And there we have the beginning of our base for our cauliflower. So, I'm going to take that over to the microwave. I've got one I did here earlier. Didn't prick it, just put cling film on like that.
Right,
no holes. Steamed it for 4 minutes.
Right.
There we go. So we're nearly there. Ooh. Trust me on this.
So this is going to be the base of the pizza?
This is going to be the base of our pizza, which is... Just think about that. You know, I mean, with the... I promise you, some women at home won't believe me on this, but my children ate this pizza.
Right, and loved
made
it?
with cauliflower.
OK.
OK, so if you think about that, I'm getting vegetables into them without them knowing. Think about, how low fat it is, half the calories. Right, this is a really important part. Squeeze out the water.
Ah, OK.
Because if you don't do that, you're not going to get a crispy pizza.
No,
so
you don't want that.
Squeeze it like that, and you're done. Let's put that out the way. And then you put... In fact, you know, you should squeeze it a little bit more than that because you really don't want any water in it at all. Next thing, I'm going to put in my binding. It's a bit whiffy there, isn't it? OK,
that's the thing with cauliflower.
Moving smoothly on. I'm going to add some almonds to bind it, and it gives it a really lovely flavour. Some egg. Really important to season it well. So get your salt in, because, you know, cauliflower can take a good amount of seasoning. Give it a whisk, give it a stir like that.
Right.
And then into that, I'm going to put a bit of olive oil.
OK.
You don't have to do that. You don't have to put the olive oil. You don't have to use almonds if you want to reduce the calories.
Right.
You could just put a little bit of flour. But because we're doing gluten-free, I mean, it's better in a way if you do put the almonds, because then you're getting the protein in there as well.
It's very good for you, this.
Very, very good for you.
A pizza could be good for you.
Now, it's ready. You could also, sometimes I put in mixed herbs or some oregano or some parsley. Pop that on there like that.
And that's your bottom of your pizza?
This is it.
That's amazing, isn't it?
I love amazing and surprising you. I love it, Lorraine. And you know that's fairly cheap as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
and cauliflower's great, and they're really good for you. And it's incredibly difficult to get a child to eat cauliflower.
I mean, if you'd said to them, "This is made of cauliflower," they'd just turn their nose up, wouldn't they? But no.
And even Mark eats it, and he's even worse than the kids getting veggies down. So there we go. There you have it. You could, again, if you wanted to, spritz a little bit more oil on top if you wanted to get it crispier. But again, if you want to save the calories, you don't need to.
Right.
So that would go in the oven for about 20 minutes. Some ovens, it might take half an hour. It's important you want it to look like that. Otherwise, you've got a soggy pizza.
That's amazing,
So look, there's your base.
Ooh.
And on there, I've put... You love caramelised onion and goat cheese, don't you?
I do. Am I going to bung this on?
So just put that on.
Right, OK.
Now, my tomato base, you could just get a nice... Don't just use just a plain tin of tomatoes, because it won't taste nice.
No.
But you could, if you didn't want to faff about and make one, you could just buy a ready-made sauce.
Okay,
but this, I've just fried some garlic in some olive oil and then cooked down a tin of tomatoes.
So you can just bung this in. It doesn't really matter, does it?
Look at you cooking!
Oh, gosh, cooking.
Salami on the top. But you can put whatever topping. If you're dairy-free, you don't have to put dairy. You know, you could just have... Peas are nice sometimes on top of pizza. And look at that. Look at that. And there we go. And that just goes in the oven until the cheese bubbles and melty, and it's delicious. I'll put those in while you're doing...
Are you going to put that one in the oven that I did?
Yeah. Really? And you're going to eat your own pizza that you've cooked.
Well, I've put things on it, you know.
You've made it, Lorraine.
Bung them in, and I'll come back and see you in a minute. So it's time for Mark and I to try this gluten-free pizza that was made from a cauliflower.
I'm so intrigued.
And we were just like, so here it is.
But it's because this friend of mine who just doesn't want to eat gluten. I don't know why, I quite like gluten, but... so I experimented.
Nadia, that's really nice. No, I shouldn't be...
No, it is good.
It's actually really nice.
If you're not wanting to eat carbs, you're a gym man.
And I don't eat a lot of gluten. I have to say that is really good.
But bizarrely, it's filling.
Oh yeah, it's really filling.
It's really filling because you would think it's a cauliflower. How's that going to fill you up?
It was actually worthwhile stinking the studio out. Well done.
Really good. Really good. I'm going to finish this off.